The Mediterranean Sea. The Mediterranean Sea is a body of water that is almost completely surrounded by land. It lies between three continents: Europe to the north, Asia to the east, and Africa to the south. It stretches over 2,500 miles from Gibraltar to Israel. The Mediterranean is connected to the Atlantic through a 14-kilometer wide strait, where Europe and Africa meet. The Suez Canal links it to the Red Sea and the Bosporus to the Black Sea. The Mediterranean Sea covers an area of over 2.5 million square kilometers. It is divided into different parts by islands and peninsulas. The Aegean is the sea between Greece and Turkey. The Adriatic Sea lies between Italy and the Balkan Peninsula, and the Tyrrhenian Sea is between Italy and its western islands. The coastline of the Mediterranean is made up of many bays and inlets. Three large peninsulas, the Iberian, the Italian, and the Balkans, reach out into the Mediterranean Sea. Among the largest islands is the Mediterranean are Sicily, Corsica, Sardinia, and Crete. The Mediterranean region is often called the cradle of civilization because many early cultures and civilizations developed along its shores. Geology. The Mediterranean Sea was formed through movements of the Earth's plates. When the ancient landmass of Pangaea broke apart about 250 million years ago, a huge ocean, the Tethys, evolved around its middle. This ocean extended to the north of today's Alps, and to the east as far as the Ural Mountains. When Africa and Europe started moving towards each other, this ocean became smaller. The Mediterranean Sea is what is left of the large ancient ocean. Geologists think that the Mediterranean dried up several times in the last few million years, because the Strait of Gibraltar closed and reopened, allowing water from the Atlantic to flow in. Today, the whole Mediterranean region is still very active. Earthquakes hit the Balkans, Italy, and Turkey regularly. The region's volcanoes, for example, Mount Etna and Stromboli, are among the most active in Europe. Mount Vesuvius became known for its most famous eruption in 79 AD, which wiped out the Roman town of Pompeii. Climate. The Mediterranean region has a special climate that can be found in other parts of the world, like South Africa or Eastern Australia. The summers are very hot and dry with almost no rain at all, while winters are mild and rainy. Water of the Mediterranean. The Mediterranean Sea has an average depth of 1,500 meters, or over 5,000 feet. The Po, Nile, Rhone, and Ebro are the largest rivers that flow into the sea. They all create deltas because there are no currents that carry the water away. Tides are not as strong as they are in the Atlantic Ocean. The difference between high and low tide is only about 0.5 meters. Because of its hot climate, much water evaporates, and the sea has a higher concentration of salt than other oceans, especially in the eastern part where the water temperature is also higher.